There's no shot in golf that frustrates golfers more than a bunker shot. But recently, more tour players have started using a different approach, one that goes against the traditional wisdom.
I think amateur setups is that's where they go wrong at the start, and then it's really hard from there. So
today, I've got my former boss, former European Tour player, Tom Murray with me. We're going to see if this is something that Tom does naturally after competing at the highest level, and more importantly, whether this technique can help you become a far more consistent bunker player.
Couldn't agree more.
Growing up, it was like aim left, open face, swing left, but that's not necessarily too helpful either, because you're going to start to cut across the ball and the ball's going to fall off the face and be short most of the time and not generate speed.
Right. I actually think that's how I learned to play bunker shots.
I think we all did, didn't we?
Did you?
I can't really recall, but I think that's just the general consensus when you're younger. Yeah. Aim left, swing across it.
I remember there's a point. I think it was your dad actually gave me. No, in fact, it was you that gave me a bunker lesson.
I don't remember.
Don't remember anything. And you were then definitely getting me to get handle lower, sit lower, and what felt like aim right, but because my hands were lower, clubbers at target.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So can we start off with just like that general technique and why, if a golfer right now is, I feel quite tall here, this is great. If a golfer is struggling to, one, put a lot of speed into the shot and then see the ball still not come out, which I think is a big scenario.
Yeah.
Maybe fat, maybe thin. Essentially, having those sort of woes, feeling they're putting loads of speed in and not getting a lot out, this is probably going to be a great way for you to really level up your bunker play. So if you're a guy that's pretty good at bunkers, this could take you to the next level. If you're really struggling, what Tom's about to share with us will really, really help you. I think we could just start with your like bog standard technique.
Okay.
Like how you set up to it firstly.
So I would go, if we're going, if that's the target line, I would ball up.
Yeah.
It would probably be about there.
Yeah.
You could tell me otherwise from looking there, but I think
it looks like just inside your left heel from here.
And for me, I feel like there's loads of weight this way.
I know you don't think like this, but if you had to give me like a percentage.
70.
Okay. So a
75.
Lot. Okay.
Yeah.
That's more than I would have. I think I would be like, maybe like 60-40. But maybe that's where I'm going wrong.
Maybe it would. Like,
yeah.
but definitely more than 50-50.
Okay.
Yeah. And it feels like there's pressure going down that way.
Okay. And do you flare your foot like that on purpose to do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we've got no speed, we need some sort of help to turn the corner. So for me, that I would do that.
Okay.
So grip would probably go, I don't think about this bit, but thinking about it now, grip would go lower.
Yeah.
We get lower. If you actually looked down my feet, or I would say my feet are probably aiming just right of target.
Let's have a look.
You tell me.
Yeah, I actually think let's just put some lines on, right?
I go right of that first flag?
Yeah, I would say it's not very straight. It's actually a little bit of curve what I've done, but it's probably like 3 or 4 yards right.
Whereas like an old school line would probably be that, would it?
Yeah, I would say potentially more.
Maybe even more, yeah.
And then because you almost like to counteract the fact that the face is really open and the handle's high.
Yeah. The problem with that though is like, because we're not hitting the ball, we're hitting all this sand, which is taking a lot of power out of the shot.
Yeah.
If we're concentrating all that energy going left, but we want the ball to go forwards, it takes a lot more power.
It's like very glanced, isn't it?
Yeah.
Even though we're not contacting the ball anyway.
Yeah, so that's why like when like we both played in pro-ams where you see somebody making a real big swing at it and they probably hit the ball in kind of the right spot there and the ball just kind of goes 2 yards into the face because they've just purely on setup. So they've put too much energy going left.
Yeah.
Instead of, if you actually set up probably a little bit right, you can still feel like you're swinging left, but it's actually down the target line. I
actually feel like more amateurs would benefit from feeling like closed and draw style in a bunker than your traditional slice style.
Well, you don't see a pro getting loads of left to right backspin on a bunker shot, do you?
No.
It's more of like like either backspin or like, so it's rolling out like a putt.
Yeah.
That's what's like Sever used to talk about, like the ball lands like a putt, it's not spinning loads left to right or anything. So that comes from the setup, so then you can put the neutral spin on it, I guess.
Could you just hit one for us now? Yep. And then you can sort of tell us what you're feeling there. I think it makes it easier to do that.
I'm trying to think of what I feel.
Yeah, go on, hit a shot first,
Kinda
then that brings back some thoughts.
So set up, aim right, get low, ball up, and just turn with speed.
What a shot this is.
Go.
So what, we put you on a stinker here as well. It's like a 30-yard bunker shot.
Yeah, it's not the easiest. So in terms of feel, I've almost got to think about this. But I guess just really turn the corner. I'm not going to go like this.
So there's no element of you feeling like you sometimes see a lot of instruction as this?
I don't feel that personally.
Okay.
I might do that, I don't know. But I don't feel like that, no.
I mean, my opinion on that is, I've never taught, I'm generalising here, but I've never taught an amateur to get rid of shaft lean.
Okay.
Most people do this pretty good anyway, right?
Yeah.
So my theory in that is, if I'm actively trying to do that, and this idea of like really throw what they would say the bounce, I actually think for most club golfers, that's very dangerous. Whereas a top tour pro who has umpteen amount of shaft lean on a general shot, they might want to feel that it still probably delivers a little bit of shaft lean, but they're doing that to add a little bit of loft, and it's that little slight nuance. So for me as a club golfer, I'm never wanting, I'm going to generalize here, there might be 1 in 1,000 people I teach where I might need to say a little bit of this, but generally I think feeling like your normal swing from a better setup like this is generally all you need to do.
Yeah, I think the setup does everything that you need, doesn't it? Because it's like where you end up, you're not gonna, you're not gonna finish anywhere else.
No.
It's like your setup has put yourself in that position, and then therefore the characteristics of the club coming into impact should be about right.
Can you have a look how I set up to it and see what you think? Right, okay, if I was gonna play that shot.
So that first flag?
Yeah, I'd probably be like that.
Don't hit it just yet, tell me when you're ready.
I'm ready, but I think I'm a bit left, you know.
Come back here.
I'm actually, probably, if I was parallel lines to target, that's where I'd say I probably am.
Yeah, because
the ball's
that's your
target
feet.
line, yeah. Okay, I'm going to try and stand a bit more close.
I will move that.
I think if I had one swing thought, it would be, I'm just trying to feel this now. I always would say my knees and legs are quite like stable.
Yeah.
That's how I think.
So they're not kind of going like driving,
No.
or they're not going up. Or, yeah.
I mean, I probably do get up, as we've spoken about in previous videos, but I'm not thinking about that. Right, here we go.
Nice. Oh, he got it inside me.
Don't listen to him, listen to me.
That from my point of view here looked quite similar in terms of your left foot was really flared out, ball was quite far up, plenty of speed, but not like, you're not like going at it. You're just letting the club kind of work past you.
That's how I'd describe it.
That's what it looks like.
Because I'm going to exaggerate, because I'm stood here, I feel like I can let that happen, rather than I'm stood here, I feel like I've got to be. Like,
and if you actually looked at the spin, because I could see on your golf ball, you've got those markings, the spin was like back, it wasn't sideways at all. So you've obviously delivered it under the ball, not across the ball.
Remind you that where that lesson was. It was at in Switzerland.
Oh yeah.
Before, like, just on the first ever event I caddied for you, when it was just a bit before tour school, and you were like, "How's your bunker play?" I was like, "Dreadful."
That was the first time you ever caddied for me.
Yeah.
That was that week.
Yeah.
And I actually remembered what I was talking about.
Oh, here we go.
It's a little bit different here because there's quite a lot of sand, but like say the bottom bit of the bunker here, we were talking about the noise.
Yes.
I remember, because we were talking about like most good bunker players, you'll hear that like thud, won't you?
Yeah.
There's no kind of glance. It's like a real thud of the bounce just hitting. So it's not like like you said, like throwing the bounce of it. It's not really that, is it? It's more of like a thud, and it kind of.
So there you go, an extra bit. I think that's a great swing thought. So set up, be a little bit more closed, hand a little lower with an open face, gets the loft pointing towards target anyway, and feel the weight left side, and just, I think, stay in your setup. I think it's the simplest way to put it.
And I think going off camera, where we were talking about like the best pros look effortless out of a bunker, don't they?
Yeah.
They could almost do it one-handed because they've got the right fundamentals. So it's not like you don't need loads of speed, do you?
No. Just a point here, if you are enjoying this video and you want it broken down into PDF, If you comment send down below, I'll send you a link to our private WhatsApp group where I'll write all this out for you, so you've got a little PDF that you can take straight in your pocket, straight to the practice ground, and you've got it straight from the horse's mouth. Right, you don't have to do that one, but can we do one plugged and then one downhill, just very, very quickly to finish the video, so like a bit of obscure lie. So we'll do plugs, we'll do downhill, and then we'll do one on the upslope as well. Because it's, in reality, we'd love to have a bunker shot like that, but a lot of us sometimes are going to get a bit of funky ones.
Okay, so
I'll get this one positioned for the downhill.
Plugged.
Yeah.
Me and my brother always, it's kind of like a, I don't know, running joke, but I think it's the easiest shot in golf.
Okay.
Which that sounds ridiculous, doesn't it?
Sorry, what did you say?
I know it sounds really strange, but and I'm being deadly serious. I think it's the easiest shot in golf.
Why?
Because we know exactly what's going to happen to the ball out of that. We're not going to suddenly get a flyer or a spinner, or we know exactly what, it's a very controlled environment. It's not going to come out any different to how we think it's going to come out. So as long as you've got the basics, the fundamentals right, we know what's going to happen.
Which is what? It's going to come out low, no spin.
Exactly.
So talk me through setup.
So obviously let's go to the first flag here. So we've kind of got a bit of room. I would get it back in my stance a little bit, square. Some people even like to have like closed to get the toe in, and the toe kind of like flips and kind of scoops the ball out.
Yeah.
I think that's a little bit too fancy, but so I would just get square club face, weight on the left, and my feeling is steep, so I'm going to hit the ball probably at a guess about there.
Yeah.
So the club's going to come in. Because the club face is like that, it's not going to bounce, it's going to dig. And my feeling is I just let go of the club into impact.
Okay.
So it just comes out as soft as you can get it to come out. If you have really like rock hard concrete hands, it might fire off a bit, but if you just let the club just gently,
so like your grip pressure is there.
Very light.
Give me an out of 10. If
4.
a normal shot, what would a normal shot be?
6.
6. So
Might
this
be
is
4.
4. Okay.
Yeah. And especially through impact. And the thing with this as well, you don't need to hit it as hard as you think.
Okay.
You really don't. You see people smash
Gouge
it.
it a lot.
Yeah, you don't. So back in the stance a bit. Square club face. And just drop the club into impact.
I mean, that's impressive. I
Oh,
mean, we've
I
got
didn't
30. Really good shot. I mean, look at the size of the divot. A lot steeper than the normal one we had before, right?
Very short, very deep. And that was like minimal effort. You could almost do that one-handed.
Go on. Go on then.
Right or left-handed? We'll do it right-handed. No more effort.
Stop it. Impressive. Okay, downhill line now.
I actually really like a downhill line. I think it's good for my technique to practice it because it gets all the fundamentals that you want in the normal one.
Okay.
Whereas I sometimes get a bit, ball gets back and I get a bit
Scoopy.
this way on it.
Okay.
So it gets you, forces you to do the opposite.
Like forces you to almost exaggerate the setup point. So ball forward, weight left.
Exactly. Because the last thing we want to do is hit this lip.
Would you feel because the lip's there, it's going to be a little bit steeper in this sense?
In this one, yeah, for sure. So you can see that, like how I would pick the club up there.
But if it wasn't there, you wouldn't actively think about that.
No.
Just goes downhill. Okay.
No. So yeah, way left. So the only thing we can't do is hit the lip. So take that out of play by setup. If I'm like that and trying to lift the ball up, I could probably hit that lip. So weight there, get a pretty stable base, and I'm just going to feel like I'm swinging down the slope. So I'm not trying to lift it in the air at all.
So you know you're anticipating it's going to come out a little bit lower than normal.
Yeah.
And have a little bit more forward skip.
Yeah, might get a bit of spin on it if you strike it properly. Club way open.
I actually tend to spin these way more than a normal one.
Yeah.
Me, personally.
It's because it's just the way the club's going
Yeah.
down and under and spinning it. So, looks a bit funky, but like that. That's got loads of spin on it.
Nice shot. Very good.
It might feel like, well, it feels like to me that my hands are a bit more active on that one. So you kind of like flip it a bit more.
Is that because you're trying to put a bit more speed and feeling that you're putting more loft at play?
Because I've had to pick it up to get over the lip here, kind of got to get rid of that angle at some point. So I've got to do it under the ball like that. So it almost feels like that. But if you see, I'm not moving back at all. I'm also not moving forward. But
going back to that swing thought, like two things: the noise, like that deep thud, and your knees and lower half was like super stable.
Yeah,
like, everything's like pivoting around that left side.
You've got it. Going back is really boring, but going back to the setup again, you've got to be stable in your setup.
Can we just do one uphill very quickly?
Yep.
Just play with them. So this one's going to come out a lot higher. I actually, in a weird way, I actually hate these.
Yeah, it's not my favourite shot at all, actually.
People say, oh, it's easier because it's going to go higher. Yeah, but I actually think height in a bunker is not the hardest thing to get.
Yeah.
This is actually quite, not say a dangerous shot, but a more dangerous shot.
I would actually, so I've got 58 here, 95% of them would be a 58. Probably to that flag, I'd probably use a 54 here.
Okay.
Because we've got all this loft built in already. The sand's quite heavy, so it's going to take a lot of energy to get with that amount of loft off that to there.
Because it's going to be almost playing like 65, 64.
Yeah.
Are you matching the slope here, or are you getting into slope? Because my opinion on this is I like to get into the slope to stop me falling back.
Agreed.
And almost anticipate that the club's going to be like drilled into the slope a little more.
It just is part of it. It's like it's a bit like a wedge shot on uphill on a fairway. You just got to accept that. And
Go on, let's see it.
So we'll go with 58. I know I said I'd change club, but let's be lazy. It's still doable. So into the slope, I'm just going to slam into it. Probably a bit more speed than normal.
Nice shot.
So that was actually a good shot, but it's way short.
And if you played it with 54 or even 50, then it's going to be another 5,
exactly.
10
So
yards
if
further.
we were playing there, you'd probably say, or I'd be like, oh, that was a rubbish shot. Well, it wasn't a rubbish shot, it was just the wrong club.
Well, Tom, thanks for sharing that, mate. I really appreciate it. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to subscribe. And thank you so much to Enniscrone Golf Club for having us. Great short game area, lovely range, and we can't wait to head out on the course.